Welcome back to DIY MotorLab, the spot where muscle car heritage, future engineering, and hands-on creativity come together. If you love custom builds, concept transformations, and the evolution of automotive legends, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into something bold, controversial, and absolutely thrilling for anyone who's ever dreamed of a true American performance revival. This is the 2026 Pontiac Firebird SUV, the imagined rebirth of an icon, re-engineered for a world dominated by performance-focused utility vehicles. No headings, no visuals, no host labels, just the story, the passion, and the machine. Imagine the Firebird name coming back after years of dormancy, not as a coupe, but as a high-powered SUV built to carve through both highways and rugged terrain. At first it sounds wild, maybe even wrong. But think about what today's market has become. Performance SUVs aren't just popular, they're defining the future of horsepower. Vehicles like the Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, the Durango Hellcat, and even electric beasts like the Tesla Model X Plaid have proven something: size doesn't have to kill speed. So the idea of a Firebird reborn as an SUV suddenly becomes less of a stretch and more of a thrilling possibility. Picture the front end of the 2026 Pontiac Firebird SUV. Sharp, aggressive lines echo the '77 Trans Am attitude, but with modern aerodynamics guiding every surface. A wide split grille inspired by the classic Beak design sits front and center, reimagined with active shutters for cooling and efficiency. LED fire wing running lights sweep outward like a modern interpretation of the iconic hood decal, glowing with that unmistakable Pontiac flair. And right above it all, the hood bulge returns, not just for nostalgia, but as functional airflow for the twin-turbo V6 or optional hybrid boosted V8 power plant beneath. Now, the heart of this SUV is what truly makes it worthy of the Firebird name. The performance concept begins with a 3.6-liter twin-turbo V6 pushing around 480 horsepower, engineered for rapid spool and instant low-end torque. For those craving something more old-school, the premium performance trim brings in a 6.2-liter V8 paired with an electric assist system that adds torque during acceleration while cutting emissions during cruising. Total output: an estimated 650 horsepower. That's enough to push this beast from 0 to 60 in the low 3-second range, numbers worthy of the muscle car badge it carries forward. But muscle means nothing without control, and this is where modern engineering takes over. The 2026 Firebird SUV rides on a performance-tuned adaptive suspension that stays firm and low on the street, then lifts slightly when switching to off-road or snow modes. The all-wheel drive system is rear-biased, delivering that classic muscle car feeling even in an SUV format. It's the best of two worlds: the attitude of a Firebird and the capability of a modern performance utility vehicle. Inside, the cabin is a blend of futuristic function and nostalgic cues. Jet-inspired toggle switches line the center console, reminiscent of classic cockpit styling. The digital dash displays customizable gauges, including a retro-styled tachometer option that glows fire red as it climbs toward redline. Premium materials wrap every surface: Alcantara, brushed aluminum, and optional carbon fiber. And because this is a modern SUV, practicality comes standard: fold-flat rear seats, generous cargo space, and a panoramic roof that stretches from driver to tailgate. The technology suite brings in Pontiac's imagined next-gen Fire-Link system, offering real-time performance analytics, customizable drive modes, and AI-guided tuning suggestions for enthusiasts who love to dial in their rides. Think of it as a built-in digital crew chief that adjusts throttle response, suspension stiffness, steering feel, and even exhaust sound based on your driving style. And the exhaust note matters, because what is a Firebird without its signature roar? Whether you choose the V6 or the hybrid boosted V8, the sound is engineered to pay homage to the rumbling tone of the classic muscle era: deep, raw, and unmistakably Pontiac. Even in EV-assisted mode, the acoustic engineering keeps the soul alive. So what makes this project exciting for DIY MotorLab fans? It represents the perfect blend of retro revival and future engineering. It imagines what could happen if a legendary American muscle icon evolved instead of faded. And it challenges us to think creatively about how performance cars can survive and thrive in a changing world. If Pontiac ever returned and built the 2026 Firebird SUV, it would be more than a vehicle. It would be a statement, a promise that muscle isn't dead, it's just changing shape. And here at DIY MotorLab, we are always ready to explore what's possible, build what others won't, and celebrate the machines that keep the spirit of speed alive. Thanks for tuning in, and stay ready, more custom builds, concept breakdowns, and automotive innovation are on the way.